The WWE Universe has been thrown into a nightmare that no one saw coming and no one was prepared to face, as what began as a highly anticipated high-octane showdown at Clash in Paris turned into the darkest night in wrestling history, leaving fans, superstars, and executives reeling in disbelief after Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief, the cornerstone of WWE, the most dominant presence of his generation, tragically lost his life inside the ring following a brutal clash with Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, a moment so shocking and devastating that it has already been etched into the collective memory of wrestling forever. At first, fans in the arena believed what they were witnessing was just another hard-hitting storyline twist, another crafted spectacle in the grand theater of WWE, but as the match spiraled out of control with high-impact maneuvers that exceeded safe limits and Roman Reigns lay motionless, the mood shifted from excitement to horror. And backstage, chaos erupted as doctors and medics scrambled to stabilize him, with Triple H waiting desperately for news. When the WWE doctor delivered the heartbreaking truth that Roman Reigns had died from the catastrophic injuries, the reaction was instant and raw, as Triple H collapsed in the hallway, sobbing uncontrollably, muttering Roman's name again and again, and colleagues rushed to console him, their own grief visible as the reality settled that this was no storyline. It was real, irreversible, and tragic. Superstars like Seth Rollins, AJ Lee, and Charlotte Flair were among the first to learn, and the locker room fell into stunned silence punctuated by tears, hugs, and disbelief. Within minutes, social media exploded worldwide, with hashtag RIP Roman Reigns, hashtag Tribal Chief Forever, and hashtag WWMourns trending across every platform, videos of Roman's final moments being replayed by millions, and tributes pouring in from Tokyo to London to Los Angeles. Fans posted memories of his greatest matches, his iconic promos, his championship reigns, and above all, the way he inspired them through resilience, charisma, and unmatched determination. Outside the Paris arena, spontaneous vigils erupted, with thousands chanting his name, holding candles and signs reading "Forever the Tribal Chief," turning grief into global solidarity. Inside WWE headquarters, emergency meetings were called immediately as executives, medical staff, and creative teams scrambled to respond to the unimaginable. Storylines involving Roman were suspended indefinitely, upcoming pay-per-views rewritten from scratch, and conversations about safety protocols and medical readiness took center stage, with Triple H himself stepping into the role of both grieving friend and determined leader, ensuring that talent received counseling, that transparency would be maintained, and that Roman's legacy would be honored with dignity. Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, the men who shared the ring with Roman in those final moments, are said to be devastated, expressing guilt and trauma despite no wrongdoing being alleged, and WWE has surrounded them with psychological support, therapy, and veteran guidance to help them navigate the crushing emotional toll of being tied to such a tragedy. Commentary teams like Michael Cole and Corey Graves struggled to maintain composure as they paid tribute live on air, reminding fans that Roman was not just a performer, but a leader, a friend, a hero to millions, and that his absence leaves a hole in WWE that can never truly be filled. Plans are already in motion for extensive tributes, video packages of his most iconic victories, ceremonial displays of his championship belts, interviews with family and colleagues, and permanent memorials both at the Clash in Paris arena and across WWE programming, with fans flocking to leave flowers, messages, and mementos as a testament to the influence he carried worldwide. Analysts and journalists are now openly calling this a turning point in professional wrestling, a moment that forces WWE to confront the balance between spectacle and safety, with sports medicine experts being consulted on banning or restricting high-risk maneuvers, enhancing medical oversight, and reforming live event safety to ensure such a tragedy never happens again. But beyond the reforms, beyond the global headlines, what lingers most is the human cost. The sleepless nights of fellow wrestlers who traveled the world with Roman, the tears of those he mentored and inspired, the grief of a fan base that looked to him as more than an entertainer, but as a symbol of strength and perseverance. Roman Reigns' death has transformed the wrestling landscape forever. His name now transcends championships and storylines. It has become a symbol of both greatness and the fragile line between scripted drama and the dangerous reality that underpins professional wrestling. Fans, superstars, and executives alike are united in mourning, and as WWE prepares its tributes, the world remembers Roman not just as the tribal chief, not just as the head of the table, but as a man whose legacy of resilience, leadership, and inspiration will echo through generations. This is not just news, it is history, it is heartbreak, and it is a reminder that in the world of WWE behind the lights, the music, and the spectacle, the sacrifices are real, and sometimes the cost is far too high. Wrestling fans, if you believe Roman Reigns deserves to be honored forever, smash that subscribe button, drop your tributes in the comments, share this video to keep his memory alive, and let the world know the tribal chief will never be forgotten.